Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cocktails with Christabel. Yes, I'm back with another episode. And today I have an amazing guest, a very special guest actually. He's an award-winning artist. Give it up for GoldKay. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. The
Good,
weather's a
that's
bit but
It's
we
rubbish
made it.
outside.
I know
right?
it's raining like heavy, but we've made it.
I know, right?
So, do you enjoy cocktails?
I do, actually. I do like cocktails, and I see that it's the white spirits here, which is great. I don't
Okay.
really do brown spirits,
So I made a
this
good
one works
choice,
for me
yeah.
100%.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Before we get into stuff, I want to ask you a quick question. So,
Mhm.
if you was a cocktail, what would you be and why?
Wow. If I was a cocktail, I'd be a Long Island.
Oh, okay. Why?
No, because Long Islands are very strong but discreet. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They kind of creep up on you.
Okay,
You know what
I
mean?
like that.
So,
I like
yeah.
that. So we're gonna play a game
Mhm.
because I've done some digging, and like if you don't do music, you're in the gym.
Right.
All right, cool. So we're gonna play a game called "That's My Workout." Right?
That my workout.
Yeah, that's my workout.
Okay.
So what you have to do is you have to pick one workout you prefer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you have 10 seconds on the clock.
Mhm.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, cool. You got your glasses there to make it fun because we're gonna spice it up with our glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take off these ones.
Oh, and then I've got my whistle to put you on the spot. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So production, I need the lights to go down. See the power that I've got, GoldKay.
Wow.
I've got the power, okay?
Wow.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Push-ups or squats?
Push-ups.
Lunges or planking?
Lunges.
Overhead press or bench press?
Bench press.
Deadlift or pull-ups?
Deadlifts.
Crunches or jumping jacks?
Crunches.
Well done.
You know what I'm saying?
You're fast.
Very quick.
I like that.
Come on, man.
All right, cool. So production, can we get the lights back up? All right, cool. You want to keep on the glasses?
Nah, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So as I mentioned before, we're going to be making cocktails and we're going to be making the sunny vibe.
Sunny vibe.
Yeah, sunny vibes.
Cool.
So we've got the vodka, we've got the lemonade, we've got the orange juice, we've got it all. Yeah, you ready?
Cool.
All right, so cool. We're going to pour a shot of vodka in the shot glass there.
Okay.
Gonna open our cup up, shake up. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, like that. And then we're just gonna pour a shot in there. Or you can pour 2 if you want, if you're feeling risky.
Yeah, I don't mind. Might as well pour 2. You know, the one's there for the vibe.
GoldKay's feeling risky.
You know what I mean?
I love it. All right, cool. So we're gonna add some orange juice.
Okay.
Just pour it up like that.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Not too small. He wants to get lit.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to get lit.
All right, cool. Then we're just gonna literally add a drop of lemon juice. Literally just a drop. So that's it. Okay. Not too much.
Cool.
Did you drop it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think it's just something dropping.
All right, that's good. Cool. And then we're gonna stir it. Can you see our stirrer? And let's give it a little stir. Just mix here.
Yeah.
Is this the first time making cocktails?
Slightly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're not doing too bad.
Thanks.
And then we're gonna shake. I got a term on my show called shwake, but we're not gonna do that because you're a guy.
Why?
So
can you show me what a shwake looks like?
So shwake is shaking plus twerk equals shwake. So I'll do it with my girl guests.
Right.
Yeah. So we're just gonna do the normal shaking. Yeah. All right. So are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So in 3, 2, hold it tight. 3, 2, 1. Let's shake. Shake. Nice. Can you feel how cold it is?
It's very cold.
Very cold.
I'm trying to firm it on the slide.
It's very cold. So we literally just open the top like that. Pick any glass at the front there. Ooh, like that. And then we're just going to literally pour it in. Not too much though, because we're going to add our lemonade.
I hear you.
Like that. Can you see the colour, guys? Oh, amazing. All right, cool. So after that, we get our lemonade and then we just pour it in.
Like a splash.
Yeah, just a little splash. A little splash. Yes, voila.
See the skill there.
Oh, I love the skills.
Yeah,
The
man,
skills
a
is
little
amazing.
finesse and
And just to give it a little bit of the vibe, I decided to add a little bit of syrup, you know,
okay.
just a tiny bit. Oop, tiny bit. Yeah, can you see the color? Can you see it?
I see.
Sunny vibe.
Jeez.
And then can you see our umbrella there? We just add it like that. And then you can add a slice of lemon if you're feeling, you know,
Feeling a bit citrus.
citrusy. And that's it.
Oh,
Yep. Get our lemon
and then
slice. Voila, that's it. That's the sunny. Look, guys, sunny vibes. Oh, you ready to taste?
I'm ready to taste.
You got to cheers and look into
Oh,
my
yeah.
eyes. All right, let's taste. Mmm.
Corona vibes still.
Mmm. This is actually nice. This is the first time I'm making it, guys. Mmm. Amazing, amazing. You was born in Ghana.
I was.
And you was raised in the UK. So what age did you come to the UK?
So I came to the UK when I was 2 months
Okay.
old. Yeah, we were somewhat exiled, and it's funny because we was actually meant to end up in France, but one situation or another, we accidentally ended up in London,
Okay.
and the rest is history. So
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So how's it been like living in the UK, being in a new surrounding, even though you did come here at the age of 2 months?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like me going back to Ghana and spending time in Ghana has made me realize how much of myself I didn't know until I actually went back to the roots. So spending time with my grandma, spending time with my family out in Ghana made me understand more about myself in terms of like the food that I eat, why I don't greet with my left hand, all of these little things that makes up me, the Ghanaian. It was very important for me to go back. So I do understand what I missed out on not being brought up over there.
Okay, cool. So assuming you went to school in the UK.
Yeah.
So how was young Nana K in school? Like, how was that for you?
I was a boffin actually
What does that mean?
in school, so I was a bit of a nerd.
Okay.
Till I got till about year 8, and that's when things went left. You know, started associating myself with a few friends that, you know what I'm saying, were doing things that was regarded as cool in school. So also wanted to be cool as well. But it got me into trouble, and obviously being Ghanaian, having Ghanaian parents. Yeah.
The discipline was there.
Yeah. Trust.
Okay, cool.
Trust.
So when did you like decide that enough is enough? I want to go on the straight and narrow.
So I had an incident involving police where, you know what I'm saying, they came and arrested me at home, and it was from when they put cuffs on my mum's hands for something that I did that made me realize, you know what, my mum didn't leave Ghana to come here for me to be putting her in them kind of situations there. And that was kind of the turning point for me.
Okay. Yeah. So how did your parents react to that?
As into the police?
Yeah, to the whole police situation. Because
my dad was like, yo, I don't, if you end up there, don't say my name. Don't say you know me. I mean, I'm not coming to sign anything. I'm not coming to collect you because it's embarrassing. So it's one of them situations they kind of just left it on your own. You know, our old school Ghanaian parents, they don't want to be associated with police. They don't want that smoke. So they leave you to it. It's up to you. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So then you decided to fix up, and is that when you decided to
go to uni?
Yeah, go to uni.
Yeah. So that was where I was just like, you know what, I need to change. I need to do this. And especially as my mum wanted certain things, because obviously our parents just want to be able to gloat about certain things, right? So I went to uni. I did my undergraduate degree, and then I went to America and did my master's.
Okay, what are you doing?
International business practices.
Oh, wow.
And then once I was done there, I was just like, here you go, mummy. This is the degrees that you were after. And now I'm just pursuing music. So I did that for her. So now she doesn't really bother me much.
Okay. To keep mummy sweet and nice. Okay, cool. So before we move on to your amazing music career, fun fact, guys. So GoldKay appeared on Britain's Got Talent,
Yeah.
2013.
Yes.
Was that a part of a choir, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about that process.
So I'm actually from, like, my background actually is gospel. So I'm a singer. And at the time, me and a few friends were just mucking about, and we just decided that, you know what, let's just go and do Britain's Got Talent. Let's see, like, how we'll go, type thing. We didn't know it was even going to get that far, as far as semi-finals.
Yeah.
But it was from that experience that made me feel like, you know what, me getting on stage by myself, I could actually do it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it was kind of from there that kind of gave me the confidence, and then from there I went as a soloist, as a gospel artist, working with a few of the gospel artists in the scene, like, your Governor Bees,
Okay.
Muyiwa, and all of these guys. But it just wasn't enough for me.
Yeah.
And I felt like what God was calling me for, or what he was calling me to do, wasn't necessarily for those who were in church. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you moved on to another competition, which was
All
All
Together
Together
Now.
Now on BBC.
Yes. So they actually allowed me. So I didn't actually audition for that. They discovered me
Okay.
on Instagram. I think I'd done a solo. I think it was for Boys to Men, a song for Mama. So I sung that song a cappella, and somebody inboxed me, was just like, "Oh, would you like to feature in our brand new show on BBC One, All Together Now?" So it was literally that, and I agreed to doing the show
Yeah.
on the premise that they allowed me to go on there
Yeah.
as GoldKay. So I actually went on the show as my alias, as opposed to everybody else who actually used their real names.
Okay, so how was it singing? Because I believe it's 100 music experts. So how was that process for you? Because that must have been nerve-wracking, you know?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, it's so funny because, like, the way that it's set up is like everybody's just in front of you, and everyone can see you. So, like, all lights are on and everyone can see you. So it's like, it's quite intimidating because I find it easier to sing in front of thousands of people.
Okay.
Because you can't see anybody. But when literally everyone is looking at you at the same time, that was quite nerve-wracking. But I feel like once I'd pushed out of that comfort zone, especially where there's, if you want to call it, music experts in the audience, that was able to position me and make me understand that, you know what, this is probably the most intimidating it's going to get when it comes to doing live performances. So I shouldn't feel a way about what it is that I do. I should just trust in my thing, believe in my thing, and just, I'm saying, the rest will follow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because there was even one that I watched, when I was doing my little research, you sang all night long. Like,
Yes.
the vim you was giving, everyone's all joining in. I was even joining in.
I can't lie, man, them were laughing at me with that,
No,
because of the way that the way that I was
no, the
breathing.
energy was there, and I love it.
No, you know what? The thing is, yeah, it's mad because I grew up on that type of vibe. So I grew up on good vibe, like people like Lionel Richie and, my mom's very old school, Stevie Wonder. And then left like dancehall, we're talking like Dennis Brown and Beres Hammond and all of these people that sing, love music and music for the mind. So I always like to somewhat honor that era of music somehow, because that's the music that has longevity till now. We're still listening to those songs. So for me, I always have to regard and big up the old school, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I want to move on to your actual music career now. So you, as I previously mentioned, you was part of a choir, and then you decided to emerge and do your own thing. So when did you discover like your actual passion for this to make this a full-time thing?
I was in Ghana.
Okay.
This was so I did I was part of a collective called Ghana Escapes. Shout out Harmk. Basically, there was this period where, we always used to take people, we're taking people to Ghana, giving them that experience. So I was a host for Ghana Escapes, and it was when we was on the beach, just the way that now Afro beats has taken off, the way that now we are embracing our own music. There was a point in time where we couldn't even say we were Ghanaian. Like,
Mm.
or we couldn't even say our Ghanaian names.
It's
Like
true,
now
without
we
getting
wear
laughed
them.
at.
Like now, if our mum's even trying to call us an English name, we're like, "Mummy, lie, fam."
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it was from there that I was just like, you know what, I want to embrace my culture, like what it is that I'm doing, even though like I'm a singer and what have you. Like I'm not embracing the culture. Like for so long, there was this ideology that Africa was a certain way or Ghana was a certain way, and Kwame is in one village or another.
Mm.
Send this amount of, but when you go there, it's completely different. And as much as they, if you want to call it, have nothing, the people over there are so happy that it makes you like, it makes you feel ungrateful for what you have,
Mm-hmm.
but then also grateful for the people that can influence you and humble you in your position. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And all of this has kind of shaped me as an artist, and allows me to write the way that I write, and enjoy what it is that I do for the, I guess, the bigger picture. And for
Yeah.
me, my thing is to kind of set the platform so that those who are coming kind of set a legacy,
Mm-hmm.
so that those that are coming has got a platform to sit on as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
I was even going to ask you that. Like, do you write your own songs? And yeah, you
yeah,
do.
so I write all of my own music. I do
Okay.
all of my own melodies.
A singer-songwriter. Love it.
You have to be
Of
self-sufficient, you know what I mean?
course.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Powerful.
Cool. So
Yeah.
what would you call like your music style then?
I like to call it Afro vibe.
Mm.
Um, I say this because I come from an R&B gospel background in
Mm-hmm.
terms of my vocals. So like in terms of singing, I actually sing. But for the music that I do right now, I don't sing, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So it's more about my vibe, but you will still hear stuff that is very R&B influenced. So like the harmonies in the music, and very Boys to Men type influence. You know what I'm saying? Because like I growing up, I'm listening to vocalists like Tank, Luther Vandross. These guys have tones, Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
All of these people have unique tones that complements the music, and I listen to finite detail like that when I'm creating my music to ensure that um it is an experience, as opposed to, okay, rhyme rhymes with time rhymes with crime. No, I don't I don't
Yeah.
I don't write like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So even like Afro vibe, where did that come from? Because that's why I called the cocktail Sunny Vibe. You see it. So
See, we was on the
yes,
same level.
exactly. I was on the same level. So where did that actually come from?
So I would say Afro vibe because I'm African, but I'm based in the UK. But I sing R&B, influenced by R&B and gospel. But I love Afro beats and I love bashment. So how do I amalgamate all of these things into one?
Mm.
And that's what I call the Afro vibe, because whatever it is a vibe. And this is why I say that, like, I have a tag slogan for my music. I call it music for the grown and sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not necessarily grown in terms of age. It's more so grown in terms of mindset and how you view things and your perspective on life, and how you're able to interpret words and make it about you or make it apply to you.
Yeah.
So that's why I always, when I'm writing, I always leave it open for interpretation. I don't really give anything away. I'm not really like blatant with the writing, if that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you've performed with, a lot of people. You've performed to audience across UK, Europe, USA, and Ghana. So what would you say your top place you've performed at was?
I will say it was I'll say Ghana.
The homeland.
Yes.
Okay.
And the thing is, yeah, once Ghanaians take you in, that's it. And they will gas you as well. Like they will really gas you, especially when you look out for them as well. They will gas you. And I did my own show in Ghana 2 years ago at the Woods Bar and Grill, then in Osu.
Okay.
And
What,
it
you
was like,
headlined your own
yeah,
show?
I
Oh,
headlined my
wow.
own show, and I gave a platform for like, I don't know, maybe 10 different artists. I say gave a platform, but there's artists out there that are already doing their thing. So like Jay Derobi pulled up. Jay Derobi is he's got that hit Poverty. CJ Biggerman, his mum's she's got this beef with Mama Dollars right now. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Okay.
Right now, yeah. But people that came and performed, they're already doing their thing in Ghana. And when I came there, obviously I've come into the manor. I'm from the UK. I have
Yeah.
to respect the fact that I'm doing something in the homeland and put on those who are actually there. So I reached out to some of these artists and said, look, I'm doing a show in Ghana. If you guys want to jump on, you're more than welcome. And I did it with Patch Bay Band, who's probably the most booked band in Ghana at the moment. And it was it was a sold out event, which shocked me because obviously I'm not from there, but to get that amount of love in a strange land,
And that was your first.
and that was my first show.
Wow.
So we do plan to do something again soon, but I have some projects pending that I want to kind of put out first so that my next show is justified.
Okay, cool. So like I mentioned, you've performed a lot of places. You've also shared the stages with big names, so like Burna Boy, Mr. Easy, Sarkodie. Like, you've worked with a lot of people. Dappy from N-Dubs, like Craig David, the list goes on. Like, that's amazing.
It's been a long music journey. It's been a humbling journey as well. Sometimes as artists, especially when you kind of get a little bit of limelight from time to time, you can get a bit ahead of yourself, considering that you've shared a stage with certain people. But at the same time, it's reflective when you actually board the stage and people are actually like want to see you, want to see your content, want to see, because sharing the stages with these people, as much as it's been an honor, I'm in a position, or I'm trying to position myself where I'm also creating that platform for myself. And it's still a work in progress, but it's been a humbling process. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But you know what I'm saying, I know that with time God will do what he needs to do. So we're working still.
Definitely. So you're just basically building up your own fan base.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you've been in the UK music industry, the Ghanaian music industry. How different is it from one another?
I will say that the English or the UK music industry is a lot more, to put it politely, a lot more politics. And there's this idea of gatekeepers, which is somewhat fumbling, somewhat misinterpreted. But I just feel like now, in the position that we're in, whether it be UK or Ghana, there is so many resources online that allows you to position yourself so that you're not disrupted or somewhat blacklisted by those that consider themselves gatekeepers. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's people out there, like if I'm going to even use an entertainment blogger, I like to use Codger Sheldon as an example.
Okay.
Who's based in Ghana, and he has not had any validation from any other entertainment blogger or anything. He's pretty much created the channel and the hub for himself, and he's made himself so relevant that he has a say in the industry in Ghana. So I feel like for me and the place that I'm in, I'm not in a position to stick around and wait for favors. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If I'm going to create the path, I have to create the path myself. And if I'm going to use a model as an example, somebody like Kanye, that documentary was very, very inspiring for me, because like it just shows that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we're at home and we complain that things ain't happening, but how much movement are you making to make these things happen?
Yeah, it's true.
So that was an eye-opener for me. So it's kind of changed my whole perspective on what I consider to be even like things like small shows, big shows. For me, there's no such thing no more. Like, that's the mindset. Because even if you're able to get one extra follower, that's one extra stream. That's one extra. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
So how do you think that the Ghana music scene can match up to the UK scene, if it can?
I feel like it's more so about technology and resource. The cost to do things is more expensive in Ghana. Like data, for example, is very expensive in Ghana. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like for people to even go and, like, if they put out a video and they want people to go and view it, it's YouTube, they're going to view it if it's not TV. But for somebody to go on YouTube and view the video, the amount of money is going to charge them to cost them on their data. They don't want to risk it. Or like things like Spotify and Apple Music, for them to subscribe to these things monthly, we're talking about 100 cities, 120 cities a month for them to subscribe to these streaming platforms. They genuinely can't afford it. So these things actually disrupt the process. And then you've got the quality of music as well, and the way that people's pockets are in Ghana. That's not to say that people are broke, poor, whatever, but like it's because of people's situations. Like they can't even invest in the quality of the music, so we lose out on that. So things like songwriting, things like production, like we like mixing, mastering, like all of these little
It
things
accumulates.
are key points to putting your putting your music on somewhat of a trajectory. And I feel like there's certain communities that have figured it out, and we're figuring it out. We've still got a way to go, but we're getting there. Obviously there's artists like Black Sheriff, who's an example of somebody who can actually make it out. Kiddy's another one.
Kwame
you know,
Eugene
Kwame Eugene, Bisa, you know what I mean? So we've still got work to do, but I feel like as a collective, even as an industry, I feel like we need to come together a lot more. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what should we expect from GoldKay? What projects are you working on, if any?
So I'm currently working on, well, I say currently working on the EP. The EP is actually finished in terms of like songs. There's songs available. We've just got to go through a process of choosing the right songs for the project.
Yeah.
There's plans for an EP, like my first show as GoldKay here in the UK.
How are you feeling about that?
Excited actually. It'll be interesting to see who pulls up. Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm excited, and the plans that I have for it's going to be a little bit unique to what's the norm for such an event. But those things will be exposed in due time.
Okay, that sounds exciting.
Yes, sir.
So you're busy.
Yeah,
you're busy.
I
Okay,
am.
Cool. You heard GoldKay. I'm excited. I can't wait.
No, it should be good.
Yes, definitely. So guys, we haven't come to an end, but we've got an amazing special performance from GoldKay. He's going to be doing his latest single, which is My Girl. Can't wait for that because that song is mwah.
Oh, thank you.
So guys, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to be back. Bye.
Yo, it's your boy GoldKay, and make sure that you tune in to Cocktails with Christabel.
All right, guys, so welcome back. Yes, like I promised, we have the amazing GoldKay singing his latest release single, My Girl. Give it up for GoldKay!
Steez for your body, breathe for your body, nice and steady as she moving her body. Pour some honey, tease me mommy, nice and steady as she moving her body. Say me love to love to love, little miss me say me want to take your girl. One side coming off, it get enough. Girl, you have to realize me the new for the night. Yeah. My girl, you know mommy want just break and go low, cause no girl raise the bar like you. One time, two times, them other girl no fig one like you. My girl, you know mommy want just break and go low, cause no girl raise the bar like you. One time, two times, them other girl no fig one like you. See, you know, see my baby, let me squeeze, you know. Come please me, you know, a girl with ease, you know. Facing all the other smoke trees, you know. Really, you know. Back it up on me the way me want it. Ring, I hear your body calling. Me a big give it to you good the way you want it. Ring, girl, I hear your body calling. Me say me love to love. Little miss me say me want to take your girl. One side coming off, it get enough. Girl, you have to realize me the new for the night. Yeah. My girl, you know mommy want just break and go low, cause no girl raise the bar like you. One time, two times, them other girl no fig one like you. My girl, you know mommy want just break and go low, cause no girl raise the bar like you. One time, two times, them other girl no fig one like you. Squeeze for your body, breathe for your body, nice and steady as she moving her body. Pour some honey, tease me mommy, nice and steady as she moving her body. Say me love to love, little miss me say me want to take your girl. One side coming off, it get enough. Girl, you have to realize me the new for the night. Yeah. My girl, you know mommy want just break and go low, cause no girl raise the bar like you. One time, two times, them other girl no fig one like you. My girl, you know mommy want just break and go low, cause no girl raise the bar like you. One time, two times, them other girl no fig one like you.
Come on. Cocktails with Christabel, you know. Trust me. GoldKay in the building.
say yeah. We tell them say you're naughty girl.
That was amazing, GoldKay. Thank you for
Thank
that,
you.
guys. You know what to do. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Okay?
Come on.
And guys, make sure you follow GoldKay. Make sure you stream all of his tracks because he's
Stream
amazing.
it. Stream it.
All right, guys. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Let's go.